Yo, the world sees me as a womanizer, but here's the truth from the man himself. Here's what really goes on that y'all don't see, but seem to see chicks next to me. Well, how did I get so close? Well, it started off as most do. I hate this dude, but I love them so much I can't get away from them. But they talk to me because I'm trying to actually wane them away from them, and I'm not trying to get them onto me. I'm honestly trying to get them to happiness. And happiness, well, it's not with me and it's not with them. I'm just trying to tell them they deserve better, but they listen to me to the point where they're leaving them just for a minute, just for them to be like, you ain't going nowhere. Reel them back in, and then bam, back in the feelings they are in, and back in that den that they started off in. But the difference is they know better, but they still choose to. And I'm just like, there's no winning or losing to me. I don't get anything from getting you away from him because I didn't want anything to begin with. I'm just doing this because I don't like to see what I see from you. I know there's a light in you that could shine so much brighter, but the cloud is him, but you don't seem to see him as that. Or you'll admit that he is that, but still come back to him like, I need that. And I'm just like, I'm pissed off at you for doing that because I can see better in you. You know there's better for you, but you don't want to because you're just like, I'd rather deal with this devil instead of spending time learning another one. I'd just not rather be alone. Now I'm just thinking to myself, like, I've been in shit like that before. And in all honesty, I'd rather have no shit stink on me, no stepping in it. I don't give a fuck if I'm used to the shit. I'm not going to stay in it. I'm changing it because even though that change can be uncomfortable and change can be weird, I'm just like, I'd rather have change than chains. Fuck that. I'd rather be able to be happy because I chose to or because I couldn't be. Not because somebody got in my face and then changed what I used to feel into something now that I feel. I went from, and it's because of them, not because something that I did or something that happened to me personally, not because someone else intervened. No, it is because someone else intervened, and that just makes me think that some people like to sabotage their life on purpose just so they can scream and say, "Hey, look at me. I need help." But I'm unwilling to see that the things in front of me are hurting me, and even though many have told me before, I still need help. But you're unwilling to help yourself. So what's it going to do if I tell you, if you're unwilling to listen and you know better, but you're unwilling to do anything for it, to change it? I'm just saying you got to make the steps. Just because somebody tells you what to do, it doesn't mean it will be done unless they do it or unless you do it. But I can't do anything for you when it's your life and you are the one that makes all your choices and you're the one that lives all of it. I know some things are easier said than done, but you gotta rip it off like a band-aid. It hurts, but in time you'll feel better and it will wound. It will feel better, and in time it will look, well, I can't say it'll look good, but it'll look like something that you can look back at and hopefully laugh at. And if not, it's something that you can look back at and say it grew, it made you grow, and it molded you to the person that you are today. And without that, you wouldn't be who you are. And without that, people wouldn't love you for that. Without that, you wouldn't be happier. But the thing is, you gotta be able to rip it off, and not everyone can do that. But I'm single because I saw the things that I didn't like, and instead of overlooking it, thinking, oh, they're not always a piece of shit, I'm just like, but they're not always the best to me either. So why would I stay just because when it's good, it's great, and when it's bad, it's terrible? But when it's good, it's great. No, when it's bad, it's terrible. So it rips me apart on the inside. Even though I was smiling, I knew I was dying on the inside. Even though the light was bright for people to see, they knew I was dying on the inside. They didn't just talk to it. They didn't talk about it to me. They didn't admit it to me. It wasn't until after I got rid of it, they were like, oof, we see that you're a lot happier now. And I'm just like, what do you mean? But for me, I can see it and I'm trying to help them, but it's just, why do I care more about your happiness than you do? That's what I always question. But if you don't get it, but I do, I guess it's not worth the mention.